One of the hot topics over the last couple weeks with a lot of my private clients is around family, extended family in particular. I think probably the fact that we've got together with our extended families in a deeper way than we did a year ago before vaccinations. And it's kind of reintroducing us to the folks that we've kept in contact with that we maybe had been around more often. But the challenge is with family is that we can't pick our family. We don't get to choose them, right? They're given to us. And it's a blessing and a curse in many cases, because the fact of the matter is that members of our family may not operate out of the same model of the world. They may choose to have different values, and we can respect those. But where it gets dicey and where it gets interesting is when we are getting together with family and how they want to operate, how the decisions they want to make could be you have kids, they have kids, and rules that are set around the home that you're sharing on a summer vacation. Or it could be maybe something that is around the dynamics of vaccinations and how to behave around one another, and or in public together as a unit and in a bubble, if you will. All these things that we never have had to talk about before. And what ends up happening is that the things that trigger us the most, are often rooted much deeper with family, because they've got all the codes and all the hot buttons to run and operate with us, to trigger us and cause us to go into maybe not best self version, but the best self, I guess is the best way to put it. So what's the wisdom around this, right? Well, a few things I'll just share from some of the conversations I've had. One, hey, we've got to honor someone else's model of the world and their choices that they make, right? Like it's not for us to make those decisions. Two, we want to honor and respect what we value, and communicate what we value and how we want to. If it's something like we're getting together in an interaction, maybe I want to communicate like this is how I'm showing up, or how our family's decided to navigate this particular topic, and hopefully you're okay with that. And if you're not, I respect and understand that, right? But holding and building boundaries is not a bad thing. Sometimes building boundaries with family can be difficult, because then we don't want them to take it the wrong way, or we don't want to, but then what ends up happening is we end up maybe going back on something that we value, or overstepping our own bounds, if you will, our own agreements in regards to how we want to operate, because I'm afraid I'm going to hurt your feelings. And if we hurt someone's feelings, it's not intentional, and in some cases, it's really none of our business if their feelings are hurt. But coming from the right place of, hey, I'm just trying to maintain integrity of boundaries and what's best for me, then hopefully they'll honor that. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. And you're taught in a continuum of how do I choose, right? You can't decide. It's a conflict. I value family, I value my family, I value this, I value that. And the answer is eventually you have to choose what you value the most, and build a hierarchy of what you value, you and your spouse or your significant other, and then how we're going to live in accordance to that, and do so. And the only thing I'll also add that's beneficial to consider is that you never want to take choice away from someone else. Let's say you come to my house and I say, these are the rules of my house, and you know in advance, and then you come to my house and then you decide to operate a different way. Well, I didn't take away choice from you. I said, these are the contingencies, and if you don't want to follow the contingencies, then you don't have to come. I'm not taking away choice from you. I'm giving you choice. But don't come here and then operate how you want to, taking choice away from me, right? So if you're looking at how to navigate, does it align with your values and your vision of what you're trying to accomplish? Are you living in integrity with that, right? Is it aligned with God's laws for you in your life? And then the third piece is, am I taking choice away from someone else? If I am, then that's not really my right to do so, right? It's not my right to take choice away from you. Hopefully this is helpful. I believe that our families are gifts to us, and they also allow us to evolve. and develop and grow, and understanding that everyone has a different model of the world. Everyone has a different level of consciousness, and everyone has different beliefs. And the deeper we can go to understand that and just understand someone else's perspective, the more loving and compassionate and forgiving we can be when dealing with them. I'm Chris Yonker. Thanks for watching.